Hello, hello, hello. It is me coming to you fresh, fit, and free of artificial what? Ingredients. The original lean cuisine. Tongue classic.
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I? You almost had me thinking you were turned around.
First, okay.
You're a therapist.
Let me take a sip of my lime water. Okay, this is replacing my wine. I usually do have a glass of wine when I'm doing these kind of videos where I'm sitting down talking. I really have tried to reframe and take some time to really look at the things that I'm consuming. Okay, alcohol being one of them. And, you know, holding a glass of wine in a podcast is not that serious. But, like, even just going out, do you need to drink to have fun in this space? And if you do, like, are you really having fun in this space? Questions that I'm asking myself, not judging anybody else, okay? So, we're doing our lime water for this video. The vibe right now is giving me just, like, pretty. It's just giving me clean, pretty, all black, just simple. Please don't get me hyped, child. Please don't get me hyped. In all seriousness, I do want to say thank you to everyone that left such beautiful comments on my last video. Even like I say this all the time, I have this very small community on here, but I am so grateful and appreciative. Thank you to everyone who left such beautiful comments, and let's get into the things. I just want to keep. Can we, like, I want to keep, but I do have some serious stuff to talk about, though. I think the focal point of today's or tonight's discussion is going to be, I need to curse in order to say it, but I don't want to curse, so I'm going to figure out how I'm going to say it. Two things. I'm tired of people who can't say what they mean and mean what they say, and I'm tired of people who are scared to just say anything at all. I really feel like I've observed a lot of stuff lately, a lot of people who are just scared to tell it how it is, to say how you really feel, and that's annoying to me. It bothers me. It makes the hairs in the back of my neck stand up. And I don't want to imply or make it seem like I'm confrontational, because I'm really not. There are definitely a lot of situations in which I choose to be passive just because I feel like some things it's not even worth my time. But I'm not speaking to those things. I want to break it down because I feel like in my life, I notice it occurring in friendships. I notice it occurring in family. Not really family as much, actually. But I also notice it occurring in, like, romantic interactions, okay? And I'm going to start with the friendship thing. So, number one, like, my closest friends are always going to tell me how it is. Tell it like it is, tell me how it is. If I do something that is crossing a boundary or whatever the case may be, like, we're going to have a conversation, and vice versa. And it's never going to come off as, like, I'm getting chewed out or they're chewing me out, because this is my friend. You get what I'm saying? So when I look around and I look at other people who don't even have that kind of, like, girl, something is off and you don't even want to talk about it. Like, you would just rather ignore it and pretend like it doesn't exist. Like, that's not friend vibes to me. And I get that, I'm not saying we need to go and sit down and have a basketball wives, like, I'm not saying we need to do that, because I don't have time to do that either. But I know, like, someone's watching this and they know what I'm talking about, where the vibes are off, something is weird, and you just don't want to talk about it. And 9 times out of 10, the people that don't want to talk about it are the people that are responsible for it. But again, I cannot respect the fact that you just are ignoring things, that you just don't want to say anything. I don't know if people are scared, and everything doesn't have to be a confrontation. Like, I think sometimes people think that talking about an issue, and addressing something has to be a confrontation. And because some people are scared of confrontation, they're scared of addressing and talking about stuff at all. Everything does not have to be a confrontation. That's part of just having an adult discussion. Some things literally just need to be a discussion. Hey, you crossed the boundary and it hurt my feelings. Can we talk about it? I care about you and I want to discuss it. Boom, simple, that easy. And I feel like if you're scared to do that, to each their own, but girl, I can't have you in my space. Like, and you gonna think bringing an issue to my attention is you attacking me. And then that's how, like, little tiny things build up and build up and build up and build up over time. With that being said, I also understand that there are other situations where, again, like I said earlier, some people who's like, it's not even worth my time. It's not even worth my time. There's people who it's like, what you're doing, you should know better, and I don't have time to sit and address it with you and talk to you about it. Those are different situations, and that's not really what I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to people who just seem like they're scared to just say how they feel. This comes down to romantic interactions as well. I was speaking with a friend of mine, this was months ago, maybe even last year, and she was expressing to me how she was tired of playing the cool girl. That's how she described it. And I was like, oh, what's the cool girl? And the cool girl is the girl who basically acts like everything is okay and nothing bothers her and she's just cool with everything. Nothing is an issue. And playing that role will actually have you exhausted and walked over and tired. Um, because some things are not cool and some things are worth bringing up. No matter who has an issue with it or if somebody feels that way, like, and this happens a lot in dating, right? Because everybody wants to be so cool. Some people are just too cool to even say they like, it's too cool to express your emotions. Too cool to pick up the phone and call you. I really do want to call you and talk to you, but I don't want to seem thirsty, so I'm gonna play it cool. Like, girl, that's lame. That's lame. That is so lame. If it's somebody I like, hi, I was in the neighborhood. I just thought I would stop by. No, that's actually crazy. But the point I'm trying to make is like that playing it cool stuff, like that can be the downfall of a lot of great things, okay? And I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that. I don't know if I think there have been some instances where I have played the cool girl, but I really feel like from here on out, and even before now, like I'm not the cool girl. Like if something bothers me, like I'm going to want to discuss it. If I feel like you're somebody that is worth discussing things with, I'm going to want to discuss it. And if you're not somebody who's worth discussing things with, really the person I am today won't even allow you to be within my space. You won't even be able to really be close enough to me to offend me or disrespect me in that manner. Because now I feel like I've built up this level of discernment where I know like, no, you don't mean me any good. Do any of you guys watching this, do y'all play the cool girl? If you do play the cool girl, I'm here to tell you right now, like, and it's not to say like go be confrontational and address every single issue, but it's just saying if something bothers you and it's someone you care about, someone that you really are actively getting to know, say something. And if that person cannot understand or does not even wish to understand, then move it on. Now, a branch of this is when you have a crush and you like someone and telling them, and that does apply to this whole rule of like speaking up and saying how you feel and stuff like that. But I can't be too hypocritical about that because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I like somebody 9 times out of 10, I don't tell them. It's just hard. It's hard. I'm trying to think. It depends. Most of the people that I've had romantic interactions with in my life are people that I've gone after. Because people don't really come up to me like that. I don't know if I don't know why, but they don't. So most of the people that I've had like extended interactions with are people I'm like, what's up? But you know what though? As I've gotten older, I don't know why I've gotten a little bit more reserved when it comes to that. And I know that I shouldn't be. Because I know that you can't be scared of rejection. But that's why I'm telling y'all, if you like somebody, you need to tell them. Especially me. If you like me, you need to tell me. Okay? Because my biological clock is ticking. And, pretty soon we're going to have to start freezing these eggs. So if you like me, you need to go ahead and let me know. Now, if I like you, like I said, I might not say nothing. But y'all supposed to be better than me. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay? Y'all don't watch me to be like me. You watch me to be better. So just do what I say. If you like somebody, tell them. Okay? I have 2 Instagram husbands right now. But they don't know that they my husbands because it's all inside my head. And that is because I am delusional. Yeah. But on a serious note, time is of the essence, and you never really know who may like you back. So again, continuing with this theme of speaking up and saying how you feel, you really never know who feels the same way. I was talking to another friend of mine, and he was saying that there was a guy that lived in his same city, but then had moved away somewhere like down south. And somehow they got connected on social media, and the guy was like, I always kind of liked you. And they grew up in the same city, like had been living in the same place, and never really interacted on that level. And my friend was like, what you mean you liked me? Like, why didn't you never say anything? And the dude was like, oh, because I always thought da-da-da-da-da. And now they live in 2 different places, and it's like, are in different seasons of their lives. But that's why I say, like, it is important to just, like, tell people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the worst you could get told is no. There's a certain number of people in my life right now that always speak up. And I respect them so much for it. Always speak up. Are never going to hold their... if it's an issue, girl, they're going to say something. And I respect them for it. Because, honestly, that's how Number one, that's how we stay in the know with each other, okay? And also, that's how I become a better friend. That's how I become a better friend and a better person, and vice versa. Because if you don't ever say anything and you don't let me know, girl, like, how am I? Yes, I have my level of discernment and self reflection skills and all those kind of things. But like I said, there are sometimes little things that happen that snowball out of control because no one ever spoke up. No one ever was like, hey, that bothered me, girl. I don't want to be around people that feel like they need to play the cool girl. I want to be around people that feel like they can communicate and speak up, and we can have thoughtful, empathetic, emotionally intelligent conversations about how we feel. And that's really just it. Like, especially when it comes to friends and especially when it comes to dating interactions. I don't want to be dating someone or getting to romantically know someone that's scared to pick up the phone and call me, or like that's scared to double text me. Like that kind of stuff, girl. That's lame. Boo. I'm gonna give you another situation that this applies to. Earlier I was in Chipotle because I was feeling, very legendary bean burrito about the situation. I paid for it a couple hours later, I did. But at the moment, I was like, she needs this in her life. I did not have this on. I had something else on when I was in there. And what I had on, it was really cute. I had on some shorts, and my outfit was very cute. And there was these three gentlemen that came in. They were football players, and they just were snickering and bickering and all these kind of stuff under their breaths amongst themselves about what I had on. I know you're like, how do you know they were talking about you? Let me tell you something. Ask any LGBTQ person, and we'll all be able to tell you, we know when someone's talking about us. We know when someone's laughing or whatever the case may be. I knew they were talking about me, and it's like one of those things where I'm just in here trying to eat my food. If you feel so bothered by what me, a black gay man, is wearing, then why don't you speak up and say something for real? If you have so many, if the jokes that you're cracking amongst yourselves about me are so funny, why don't you say it out loud so that I can laugh too? And why don't you say it to me so that I can crack a joke back? Because I guarantee you, we'll really find out who the real comedian is. Y'all are not that funny. And they're all, like, they literally look like Ed, Edd, and Eddy. And that sounds so mean, but I just have to say it because it's just like the audacity. And then the audacity to laugh and snicker and want to read me under your breath. Say it out loud. Say it out loud so I can hear you. Because I want to read too. I just finished my food and I feel extremely sustained. And I would love to get into a reading session with any of the three of you. Because I guarantee you I put you under. Funeral arrangements pending. If you hating and you that mad, speak up. If you feel some type of way, if you're sad, speak up. If you like somebody, speak up. I was ranting in this. Like, I was really carrying in this. My mouth is dry. And I just hope that someone who was watching could understand what I was talking about and felt validated. Okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in and watching. I'll be back sooner than later. We're trying to make this a weekly thing, but we're working with the network to figure that out. So y'all know what to do. It's in the closing credits. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Can't keep on